Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every single Monday. If we haven't met, I'm Frances. I'm a Reiki Master Energy Healer, a tarot card reader, and a tarot card deck creator. And I serve people all over the world with one-on-one sessions here in our tarot card readings every week. And in all the ways. I love being connected with you. As always, we are working with the Four Noble Tarot deck, but before we do, I wanted to let you know that I have just launched a really intimate, really intentional, soul-centered gift guide. So I'll put the link to access that below. It is 10 featured makers, myself included, but also just really wonderful companies that are women-run, and it is truly soul-centered. So I will leave that below. If you're watching this on Monday, I know a lot of these companies are still running their Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, holiday sales. So please check that out today. But whether it is Monday or later in the week, please still check that out because there are some really beautiful gifts, whether it's something that you want to buy for yourself or send to someone in your family as a little wish list, or if you want to purchase for someone else, that is wonderful as well. And you can feel really good knowing that you supported a maker who cares, and a small business. So anyways, if you feel like shopping, but for now, let's dive into our tarot card reading. Working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward. What do we need to know this week? Gosh, it's December. Happy December, by the way. Can't believe it. 2025 is just around the corner. What do we need to know this first week of December 2024? Where to focus? What to understand? Okay, 3 cards. Let's begin. First card. Oh, okay. Interesting. This came up 2 weeks ago. 4 of Wands. Okay, so quickly, if we didn't do our homework from 2 weeks ago with 4 of Wands energy, we're going to revisit that this week. This is all about celebrating your wins. This is also a very fertile energy. So 4 of Wands is encouraging you to especially look back at this year, this 2024, right? Likely a lot of us hopefully are coming into a bit of a break, a little bit of a slower period, as we're entering holiday season, and then hopefully having a little bit of a slower time before we welcome in the new year. But I know this time of year doesn't actually feel like a slower time because there's so many things to do and so many parties and celebrations and all of that. But I do want you to take some time / make the time this week to reflect back on your 2024 and look at what you are most proud of, whether this is an accomplishment, a tangible thing, a feeling, a healed wound, a personal progression, a way you handled a situation, whatever it is, and write those things down. You can put them in a journal or you can put them on a Post-it. I love this thing called a win wall. You can put them up on your wall somewhere so you can see all of the things that you're proud of. And the reason that you are being guided to do that is to look at, number one, yes, what you're proud of, what you're grateful for yourself for, because that's going to put you in a really lovely and empowered energy, but also to highlight what you're proud of so you can know what you want to create more of and or what you don't want to repeat. Sometimes we're really proud of things, but we're like, and I'm glad that that's behind me. I'm glad that I healed that and now we let it go. Or I'm glad that I accomplished that. I'm so proud of that. I want to celebrate that and I want to create more of it. This reflection and this win wall energy is going to highlight for you, again, what you are proud that you overcame and therefore what we don't want to revert back to, and what you are proud that you accomplished, the energy of that, and what you want to create more of. Because then that brings us into the fertile energy of what seeds we are planting, what we are ready to birth. I want you to look at this win wall or this list that you've written down of all of the things that you're proud of and be like, okay, and with that, what do I know? What do I understand? And what do I want to now create? Where can I feel empowered to put that energy towards growing something new or birthing something new? Where do I want to make sure that I don't repeat things of the past that I really want to leave back there? And how can I shift my action and awareness as I'm looking forward to what I am planting so that I can do that in an energy that is aligned with my most empowered and authentic self now? Okay, so do that homework this week. Please make the time to do that, because it's going to be really insightful. And then final piece with that is focusing on the seeds. So what are the seeds you want to plant? Again, Four of Wands, that fertile energy. What is it that you want to birth as far out as you can see it, right? We might not know everything right now, but it's coming into that almost like, I don't love New Year's resolution, but like New Year's resolution energy / goals and big dreams for 2025, so that in the like last week of 2024, like kind of, or even they're saying last month of 2024, right? Because after this week in December, things start ramping up with holiday things. And then we have that slower week, and then boom, it's 2025. So I feel like Spirit is asking us to do the work that we always see like on social media, like set your intentions, set your New Year's resolutions, starting to think about that now while we have the space to do it, before we get caught up of the whirlwind of the holidays. And then boom, it's the new year. And then we're like, okay, wait, I'm headed back to work. So doing it this week is really going to help with that. Final piece, Four of Wands. I'll bring it up again. This is interesting because some of you, in 2 weeks ago, if the physically fertile piece spoke to you and you were like, well, shoot, I'm not ovulating, maybe you're ovulating this week, and that might be, again, another time to discuss starting a family or expanding your family if that's something you want to do, if the biology is on your side in terms of timing, and or if biology is not with you, i.e. if you are not ovulating, having that discussion, maybe reopening that discussion, or maybe 2 weeks ago you had a discussion about family growth in some way, and then this week, and then maybe it either didn't go well or it was unresolved, or maybe you made a decision and then now you feel differently. So kind of reopening that conversation this week. They're saying with what you know now, maybe things have really changed for you over the past couple weeks since the last time you had this conversation. So yeah, like if this is applying to you in more of a family way, whether again that's conceiving, in a more biological sense, whether that is surrogacy, IVF, adoption, a pet, like anything in that sense, it might be a conversation to have this week and or an action to take if you feel ready to do that. If you do not want to welcome a baby, maybe keeping that in mind, taking extra precautions this week, etc., because there is some fertile energy in the air. But aside from the family piece, for those of you that are not in relation to that, it is more of that what we want to birth energy and spending some time with the prompts they already shared. Okay, then we have, love, in alignment, the star. What is your North Star? So remember, this came up fairly recently as well. Remember earlier when we were talking about Four of Wands, they were like, your big dreams for 2025. That is star energy. Okay, so in addition to the seeds you are planting, which is more of like the nitty gritty, what you want to accomplish, etc., the star card is more about how you want to feel, what you want life to look like. Again, like big dreams for the whole year, or maybe even beyond just the year. Maybe this is like big dreams for what you're ready to start focusing on now for however long it's going to be before you realize those or manifest them or co-create them. The star card too, more specifically this week though, it feels a little bit more intentional here in the sense of like, what is the energy you want to exist in right now? And how can we allow ourselves to surrender the control that we so often hold, especially when things get really busy? How can we surrender some of that and just allow ourselves to be in the energy of what we want to be and who we want to be in alignment with our truest self, in alignment with North Star energy, highest self energy, instead of letting the micromanagement of it has to be like this, I have to get it done, I have to fit it in, actually pull us out of the energy that we want to be in, right? So for example, if I want to exist in peace, and that's like my North Star energy, I want to exist in peace. I exist in peace. I exist in peace. But then I'm like, oh, but I have to fit this in and I have to do this and I have to squish this in. And oh my gosh, when am I going to do that? When am I going to do that? That is not peaceful energy. So instead, I need to surrender the control of the schedule, which is hard, and trust that it's going to work out. I do have time for everything. And the more I can actually let go in the schedule, the more I'll be able to get the things done in a more flow state instead of that really rushed, erratic energy. Okay, so that's just an example. So this week, more specifically, right, we had the big macrocosm of big dreams and identifying those, not figuring out how you're going to do them, just identifying your big dreams and your big goals, and then we put them on the shelf. And then part 2, the microcosm, this week specifically, what is the energy? What is your word for the week? What is your energy for the week? And how can we let go of the need to control and rather step into a space of surrender and just, I exist in that energy and I flow where it's pulling me. And if that means that things don't get done the way my brain thinks, what might it look like if I actually just let go of it and trust that it's going to happen in flow state instead of in my micromanaged state? Okay, so holding the energy you want to be in and then letting the rest go, truly surrendering to spirit, truly trusting, and seeing how things work for you when you're not trying to control them, because they will happen and they will get done. It's really beautiful. Okay, and then lastly here, 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, this is the card of letting go. It's literally the letting go card. We are going to want to micromanage this week. I have already felt that this morning in the, what time is it? Almost noon that I'm filming this. In the 4.5, 5 hours that I've been awake, I have been like, this, rush. I almost actually didn't film this video because I was like, do I have time? Then I was like, no, I want to do this. I want to be here. Everything will work out. Timing will all work out. It's going to be fine. I let go of what the plan was. That completely flipped on its head this morning, and I'm just going to be here now. Okay, I got to do what I wanted to do. How exciting, right? So when we can let go of the shoulds, pausing there, what are the shoulds right now? I should do this. They told me I should. The expectation of I should. Please write down your shoulds and either let go or reframe those, okay? But releasing the shoulds and also releasing the pressure to perform or get it all done, or whatever it is for you that feels pressurized right now. See how you can release that weight. And I'm just listening. They're saying, and just let it go. The reason I was pausing is because that's difficult guidance for us as humans sometimes. Obviously, just let it go. Well, I would if I knew how. Maybe that's enough for you. So for some of you, just let it go. Just release the pressure. Take the weight off. But for those of you where you're like, I don't know how to do that, some examples, right? Maybe it's looking at the budget and realizing, hey, I have a little extra money in savings. I don't need to be so stressed out about buying this gift for my best friend because I want to do that. So I'm going to take the money from my savings. I have it. It's okay. Maybe for some of you, it's booking a vacation. Maybe for some of you, it's not having a schedule. It's just having a to-do list and following the energy of what you want to do at each time. Maybe for some of you, it's saying no to something you've been invited to because you don't really feel like it. Maybe for some of you, it's, I'm just listening in the terms of letting go. It's not going to the workout class so you can have time to relax, right? So there's so many ways that this could apply. But when I say, hey, you need to let go and surrender and release and let go and let God, give it to God, lay it on their altar, give it to the universe, give it to the earth, let it transmute it into something else. What is it that you're laying down? Okay. if you allow yourself to be quiet for a second, you will hear what that thing is for you. All right. Usually it's the first thing that comes up. Another way to phrase that is, what is creating pressure and tension? And how can I expand it so that there's ease within that? How can I trust that it will all get done? Or how can I surrender it or delegate it or not do it? Does it really need to get done today, right now? Probably not. Some things, yeah, okay, then we do those first. The other ones, there's always tomorrow, right? So where in your life can you, they're saying like, where can you loosey-goosey? Like, where can you invite some more loosey-goosiness? And also paying attention to like what we think is so important maybe isn't that important. Maybe it's okay to let it be a little bit later. Like, so that we can go see a friend or hang out with a loved one or be with our kids without being like, oh my God, it hasn't happened. We haven't done it. I still have to do it. And we're not even there in the moment. Sometimes it doesn't need to happen when it's like our own pressure and our own deadlines. But sometimes we can just let those go. Okay. So I invite you to think about that this week. Lastly, this is not financial advice, because in fact, this is going to sound very irresponsible, but Four of Pentacles invites you to let go in your finances as well too. So please don't dig yourself a hole and get yourself into credit card debt. Please make sure that you are prioritizing the necessities, rent, mortgage, bills, etc. But also, money likes to work. Money likes to be put to use. So permission to take that information for what you will. Again, I don't want to be giving financial advice, but oftentimes Four of Pentacles is the card of like, if you've been really wanting it and you've been really investing in it, or you want to, do a little holiday shopping and you have the means to do so, and it's not going to dig a hole for you, enjoy it. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. What a beautiful reading this week. If you received something from this video, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to this channel. Share with a friend who you think would love it. Again, don't forget to shop the gift guide in the description box below. If you would like to purchase this deck as a gift, again, it is in the gift guide, or I will leave the direct link to do that. I am sending so much love. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you again soon.